Observe me as I position a camera, occupy a significant portion of the gym space, sport revealing attire, and subsequently express frustration when someone briefly glances my way. The influence of social media can be quite detrimental. This represents the most recent manifestation of undesirable conduct spreading far and wide. Individuals seeking attention have discovered that adopting the role of a victim can garner them followers and likes. It's high time for gyms to enforce a complete ban on recording. Yet, it's apparent that such a measure could lead to a significant drop in their customer base since many women are drawn to showcasing themselves for public attention. Hence, it's understandable why gyms hesitate to implement such strict rules.
Gyms serve as communal spaces where interactions naturally occur. You glance around, not just to observe others, but often to identify available equipment or watch someone else demonstrating an effective exercise. It's common gym etiquette to offer assistance when someone is struggling with heavy weights, and that often involves keeping an eye out. Gym culture. Gyms, traditionally, are communal spaces where people come to improve their physical health. It's only natural that within this setting, individuals might look around for various reasons. You might be waiting for someone to finish using a piece of equipment you need, or you could be admiring someone's impressive weightlifting prowess. There's also the aspect of learning. Perhaps you're trying to figure out how to use a machine you're not familiar with, and observing others provides a valuable lesson. Another vital element of gym culture is the unspoken but essential rule of mutual assistance. If someone is struggling with lifting heavy weights or needs a spotter, it's considered good gym etiquette to offer help. All these situations lead to legitimate reasons for individuals to look around and interact with fellow gym goers. However, a newer trend seems to have emerged, often driven by the desire for social media attention. On platforms like TikTok, some users project themselves as the main characters in their stories. They post videos claiming that men at the gym are looking at women in a voyeuristic and intrusive way. While there may be isolated instances of inappropriate behavior, the sweeping claim that this occurs 99% of the time seems dubious, leaving some room for acknowledging the existence of a small number of individuals with inappropriate intentions. As a result of these viral social media posts, men in the gym find themselves under scrutiny. They assert that their gaze is not motivated by voyeurism, but by the practical need to identify when equipment becomes available. Many gym goers genuinely aren't being perverts. They contend that these women may be exaggerating or even fabricating these stories to attract more views and followers. Women on TikTok. What can be particularly frustrating is when these women claim, "This triggered me because I don't like attention." It raises questions about their true motives, since, in reality, they are using platforms like TikTok to promote content that could be perceived as attention-seeking. This issue has arisen, notably on platforms like TikTok, where certain individuals portray men as creepy voyeurs at the gym. It's crucial to emphasize that this applies only in a minority of cases, leaving room for acknowledging that such individuals do exist. Men are now responding to these claims, defending their right to look around in the gym without any ill intentions. Most of the time, these women might be exaggerating their experiences to attract viewers. What's especially infuriating is when some of these women say they dislike attention while actively promoting content on platforms that reveal intimate parts of themselves to strangers, which inherently seeks attention. It's logical that people who genuinely dislike attention wouldn't post explicit content. Implementing stricter rules against selfies and general photography in gyms would be a sensible move. Some gyms already enforce these regulations. In such gyms, people are discouraged from spending excessive time posing instead of working out, ensuring that equipment remains available and the gym less crowded. This particularly addresses women who seem to prioritize building their social media followers, engaging in prolonged poses, and even filming other gym goers who are waiting to use the equipment. Modern society appears to empower those who can convincingly portray themselves as victims. It's essential to highlight the word perceived in this context. Situations often emerge that initially seem like clear-cut cases of victimhood, but deeper examination reveals the individual might not truly be a victim, but rather seeks to appear as one. This behavior stems from the belief that portraying oneself as a victim will garner sympathy and mobilize an internet mob in their favor. The Jussie Smollett case. The Jussie Smollett case is a pertinent example of this phenomenon. Initially portrayed as a victim of a racial hate crime, Smollett garnered immense sympathy and attention. However, it later came to light that he was acquainted with the attackers and may have orchestrated the event, even paying them to carry it out. Another instance concerns a woman who recorded herself at the gym while discussing a man she believed was staring at her. She vented her frustration, and the situation escalated when he attempted to help her with weights. She subsequently expressed vulgar and threatening sentiments. In my view, there are several underlying factors contributing to these trends. Firstly, it's important to recognize that content designed to elicit negative or angry responses tends to garner more user engagement and is more likely to be shared, often going viral. This phenomenon is closely tied to certain aspects of our brain's hardwiring, which gravitates towards heightened emotional stimuli. Some individuals even refer to such content as rage bait or outrage pun, reflecting its potency in inciting reactions. Moreover, the prevalence of social media platforms has significantly altered our attention spans, making us more susceptible to swiftly form opinions based on brief, often sensationalized clips or headlines. Many people tend to pass judgment on a situation without waiting to gather all the pertinent facts. This rush judgment often occurs with little regard for the nuances and complexities of a given scenario. For instance, while it can be discomforting to feel like someone is staring at you, it's essential to remember that the observer might not realize they're doing so until they approach or make a move. Furthermore, there's been a concerning cultural shift that elevates the status of victims to a problematic degree. This means that individuals who are perceived as victims are sometimes granted a range of allowances and considerations that are not extended to those perceived as perpetrators. The issue becomes more complex because, culturally, there has been a growing acceptance of trying to position oneself as a victim, particularly in the digital realm. When accusations surface online, there's often an initial outpouring of anger and support for the alleged victim, even before all the facts are established. Unfortunately, there are rarely substantial consequences for those who are subsequently found to be dishonest or misleading. Incidents like the one described create an anxiety-inducing atmosphere in the gym, particularly for men. This environment limits individuals to gazing at mirrors, ceilings, or floors to avoid any inadvertent eye contact with others. This cautious behavior arises from the fear of being publicly shamed on the internet for any perceived transgression, however unintended it might be. Consequently, it seems increasingly important to advocate for a ban on filming within gym premises. If someone wishes to record their workouts, private settings like a friend's basement could be a more suitable and respectful choice. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you can be the first to know when my new video drops. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.